A tiny island, a handful of dreamers, and a paradise that slowly turned into a psychological war zone. That is the movie Eden, which came out in 2024, released by Vertical Entertainment and directed by Ron Howard. The film centers around four people: the Baroness, Dora, Mr. Whitmer, Mrs. Whitmer, and Dr. Ritter. The review of the movie, I will be showing the actual people that lived on the island instead of the actors and actresses that portrayed them. These were the first inhabitants of the Galapagos: Dora Strauch and Dr. Ritter. Priory. Dora was previously married, but she left her husband to go with Dr. Ritter to this Eden, this paradise. Dr. Ritter was a physician and he was a philosopher. I think it was philosopher. And he would, while there, he would write letters and send back writings talking about the island and what's been going on there and what they've been doing and such. So he's been relaying back to, I guess, Germany, because it says that's where they were from. He's been sending back to Germany the things that he and Dor have been doing and how the island is. There's a conflict on when the Whitmer family arrived. In the movie, it shows them arriving 4 months after Dr. Ritter and Dor arrived. In the book, not the book, but in the history, it says that they arrived in 1931, which will put them at 2 years. They arrived after Dr. Ritter. Either way, when they arrived, they too came for the same reason. They wanted to live off the land, be close to nature, be away from civilization, or as Dr. Ritter puts, a corrupt civilization, which I'm sure Heinz was thinking the same thing, but that was their reason of going to the island as well. And how Heinz heard about it was from the writings and the letters that Ritter was sending back to Germany and that were printed in the magazines and the newspapers. And when the Heinz arrived, they kind of got along with Ritter and Dor, but Dor was more inclined to talk with them than Ritter was. And Ritter was, as I mentioned, he was a physician, so you would think he would be more outgoing, but he just wasn't that type of doctor. So in the picture, we have Heinz and baby Harry. In the movie, Margaret gave birth to a baby girl, but here we actually see that she had a baby boy, their teenage son, and then Margaret. It is said in the movie that Rolf had a medical condition like scoliosis or multiple sclerosis. I'm not sure what he had, can't remember. But Margaret was hoping that living on this island, free of everybody, free of society and all, will help Rolf be cured of his medical issue. But I didn't see any information regarding his issue in real life. So that could have been done for dramatic purposes. Then we have the Baroness. She wasn't really a Baroness, is what she called herself. That's what she titled herself. So we had the Baroness, and she came with two companions, Robert and Rudolph. On the far left, I believe that is Dr. Heinz, and then on the far right is his son, Ralph. Now, she was a very loud person. She was very self-centered. She demanded everybody to cater to her. I mean, everybody on the island to cater to her. As I mentioned, she was just loud. She was boisterous. She was very self-centered. And her and her companions made a really big not a big problem. What do you call it? They had a major error. They made a major error. They made a major error when they came to the island in that the food that they packed, and they packed a lot of food, and I believe some of it was caviar because the Baroness considered herself to be rich. The food that they brought with them, they ended up eating quickly and they ran out of food rather fast. So to get more food, they started robbing from the Whitmers and mostly the Whitmers, but I believe they also stole from Dr. Ritter. And this added to the conflict that the Baroness brought with her attitude and her just her. Now, her reason for going to the island is she wanted to build a luxury hotel and then make the island a luxury tourist place. So she's looking to make money. And because what she wanted to do on the island was completely different than what the Whittemers and Ritter wanted to do, this also caused a lot of conflict between everybody. And then things just gradually progressed until it just turned into a whole mess. Then somebody ends up getting killed, and it's just everything just went completely wrong. And it all started when the Baroness arrived. Eden is a quiet yet unsettling film about how a dream of paradise falls apart because of ordinary human ego. It moves slowly, focuses on mood over action, and leaves you thinking rather than giving easy answers. In short, it's a carefully made drama about what happens when people try to escape who they are. Both Dora and Margaret end up writing books about their experience on the Galapagos, but both accounts are very different. As you can see, Dora's title is Satan Came to Eden, which does not present a kind kind experience of living at the Galapagos or on the Galapagos, whereas Margaret has a different outlook on her experience of living on the Galapagos. I am more apt to believe Dora's account of things by the way the movie was told. And again, the movie, I believe, was made from the writings of both books. But I'm more apt to believe Dora's story by the way the film told the story of everyone on that island. I thank everybody for stopping by and listening to this review. I hope you found interest in the film itself and you will want to watch it. Again, it is on Netflix and it's 2 hours and 9 minutes long. I enjoyed the film. I hope you enjoyed the film if you end up watching it. And as always, I wish everyone a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good night. Chatty chose.